Me and my friend Thursday are trying to beat Terraria while we're completely upside down. This is part 3. I'd recommend checking out the other parts first to get your bearings, but in case you didn't or don't want to, last week we made excellent progress by killing Eater of Worlds, Deerclops, and Skeletron. We've got 2 more bosses in Pre-Hardmode to knock out, so let's get a move on. First, we built a room to try and get the Goblin Tinkerer we met last week to move in, before heading to the dungeon. On the way to the dungeon, we made a realization.
Wait, why are we doing this? Shouldn't we go get the boots first?
We went back to our house to wait for the Goblin Tinkerer to show up when...
What happened? What? No!
I have no idea how he died, but it really put a wrench in our plans. With a lack of options and patience, we made our way to the dungeon. I was personally looking for a water bolt and a magic missile. The magic missile will come into play another time, but I figured I'd knock it out of the way now. We found the water bolt really quickly and kept exploring deeper.
Is it this one? Right here. The dark blue book.
Yep. Okay, good eye.
I found the mechanic, who died immediately.
Oh, the mechanic just died in front of me!
Then Thursday found her again a few feet away. The dungeon was a real pain in the ass, because normally you'd be going down all these stairs. Now we need to go up while a bunch of enemies block us. Still, nothing we couldn't handle, and before long I had my magic missile. Thursday even found himself a new toy.
Intimidating handgun!
That's very intimidating. A handgun is just intimidating to begin with. I don't know how to specify that.
I got the blicky.
Back home, we made some renovations in an attempt to get the Goblin Tinkerer in. See, while we were gone, the bartender NPC moved in. I found him some time ago, but we never made a room for him because who cares? Just our luck, the clothier arrived, and Thursday had enough.
I have a bunch. I don't have the... Fuck you, Benjamin!
Oh my god, I forgot about the clothier.
Yeah, we should be fine. I got sick of home renovation anyways, so we decided to knock out Queen Bee. We didn't really need the rocket boots for that anyways. We delved into our living tree, which was right on top of that rail we followed last week. There was a hive right on that rail that we took note of. The hive was on the smaller side, but we figured we could make it work. Queen Bee is a very simple boss fight. There was only one issue. The honey was on the ceiling. See, honey gives you a health regen buff, which makes this boss easy. Normally you just dip yourself in, jump out, move on. For us, this took a lot more effort since we had to jump into it, and we didn't really have an easy way to get out of the honey. Even still, it's not that big a deal, especially since we're a little overpowered for this fight at this point. Waterbolt was useful for this fight, but I neglected to make a mana flower beforehand, so I'm mostly stuck to my space gun. Queen Bee is the second boss that really changes when you're upside down, the first being Deerclops, but Queen Bee is a bit more extreme with it. She has 3 attacks: ramming the player, which is mostly unchanged, shooting bees, and shooting stingers. It wasn't that different, it just felt weird. Her stingers were the worst, it felt like a brand new attack. All in all though, it wasn't too bad.
Queen Bee, more like Wench Bee.
Wench Bee! Easy.
Fucking annihilated. Literally the easiest boss fight in the game.
Some more home renovation later, and it's time to go to hell. We want to make a Hellevator. I'm sure you could see the problem with this. We bought a ton of dynamite and decided to use our tree as a starting point. This was painful. One wrong move and we are falling into an abyss of our own creation. We also have to be careful because of enemies and our own stupidity.
Ow!
Whoa!
I didn't
Almost
think that
pulled
was
a me
close
there for a
enough.
second.
Why too close? Okay. You have to ask if you're too close. It's like a 99% chance you're too close.
Getting closer to the underworld, I stopped to get some obsidian just in case. I had to backtrack about halfway through to buy more dynamite. While I was up there, I decided to grab our old bed and upgrade my boots to Spectre boots with the Goblin Tinkerer. This made going up the hole a lot easier, which was good, because this happens a lot. I also found Abigail's flower, which I didn't know could spawn here. I teleported back to Thursday in the nick of time. Because he died. I carried on alone for a moment, and he caught up just as I reached hell. I went back to the house one more time to make some potions. And made the journey again. In hell, we split up. Thursday built the bridge. I got the hellstone, opened shadow chests. There's nothing in shadow chests we really need or want, but when in Rome, right? I built us a small house so we could respawn in the event of our untimely death. And the painter moved in.
Anthony, look at the map. The painter moved in our little house there. In hell.
You know what? He can live there.
No, but we gotta defeat the boss or Mario will die. This is probably good enough. Fuck it. New Terraria challenge. Can we beat Terraria without Mario dying?
We built the bridge a little bit longer before giving it a go. The fight itself isn't that hard. It's the fact you're essentially on a soft time limit. If the wall touches you, you're dead. I was hoping Water Bolt would annihilate the Hungry for me, but it just didn't have the damage I needed. I switched back to the space gun, but it didn't matter. We were running out of room. In a desperate attempt to keep the fight alive, I broke open our wall, but I was far too slow. Worse, because I opened up the house, we spawned on the overworld and had to make the trek back down.
Oh, and Mario died.
We extended our bridge and waited for the guide to respawn, and oh my god, these fire imps are so annoying. Normally they spawn on your bridge, but here they're spawning underneath. Every time one of them shows up, we have to break the bridge and go after it. Oh, and just our luck, the goblins wanted a rematch.
They're like so confused, like, where the fuck are they?
We didn't know it at the moment, but this completely disables all NPC spawns. Imagine our faces when we found out we had to go back to the overworld, then back to hell. The goblins were even more pathetic this time around too. Because, you know, piercing and unlimited ammo. So it really was just a time waster. We went back to hell again and waited for the guide to respawn. That invasion must have bugged it out or something, because it took like 20 real-life minutes. We had time to extend our bridge all the way to the end of the world.
You know what? I might as well get a shot for the thumbnail at this point.
Okay, yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Guys, I'm trying to do YouTuber stuff. I know you don't get it.
I swapped out my cloud in the bottle for a mana flower. Oh, and I found a demon scythe, which I secretly really wanted. Seriously, I didn't know what took so long. It's like they didn't want to be sacrificed or something. Anyways, new guide shows up, but before he can get acquainted with his neighbors, he was sacrificed to summon an eldritch horror. This fight started a lot smoother. And I'll give you guys a little tip. If you shout out your attacks like they're anime super moves, they do a lot more damage.
Demon Scythe barrage technique. Laser
Greater
pointer.
Kushigo counter.
Oh, don't even start with that. That's too powerful for this fight. You can't go wasting it.
Demon Scythe absolutely tore through the Hungry like they were nothing. I had a few close calls during this fight.
Why is that there?
But we were just far too powerful. To give you context as to just how powerful we are, at the end of this fight, I got hit so hard, I phased out of reality for a moment. Then walked it off fine. This episode, we learned the value of human sacrifice. If you happen to mess up a human sacrifice, it could take up to 20 real-life minutes to fix it. Well, defeating Wall of Flesh is the end of Pre-Hardmode. And by proxy, the end of Season 1 of Terraria Upside Down. Yeah, sorry, we're doing this in 2 seasons. Me and Thursday want to take some time off of this challenge. I have other videos I want to make and upload. I assure you this series wouldn't even be 3 parts if it wasn't for the rules of this channel. Don't worry, we'll come back to this challenge within a week or 2. So, thanks for watching, guys. Peace, and I'll see you soon.